right, call the meeting back to order. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 6.2 is a motion to approve the tentative agreement with Local 1128 AFSCME, Michigan.
Make a motion?
Support.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilwoman Brandana. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This was just happened a couple days ago, so we figured we'd get it to you in front of you now instead of bringing it forward as a emergency receive and file. So this is a motion to approve Decal Mechanical for removal and installation of a new RT unit at the DPW funded through TBA capital outlay account.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion?
Chairman, do we need to
Councilwoman.
put the amount in here? I don't know which,
It's,
seems like there's two different ones, maybe?
Yes.
Or two different
One went to
options?
38,400.
Through the chair, there is a summary. We'll go to the summary real quick. I'll defer to the summary, and it shows that the low is decal, and the amount would be $36,300. That is if they have to, could be a little less if we don't have to put a new smoke detection system in, and a thermostat, if those can be repurposed. If the wear and tear on those isn't too severe and they can be reused. So the maximum would be not to exceed $36,300. They were the low quote.
Councilwoman Brandana, Councilman Johnson, would you
Yes.
accept the change to specify the dollar amounts?
Not to exceed.
Yes.
yes.
All right, so then that would be 36,300. Now the motion would be motion to approve Decal Mechanical for removal and installation of a new RTU unit at the DPW funded through TBA capital outlay account for an amount not to exceed $36,300. Motion by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Thank you. That brings us to consent agenda. All items will be considered as one under the vote unless any council member has any questions or would like to have the item moved to the regular agenda. Is there any item that the council would like to have moved to the regular agenda? Hearing none, a motion to approve items 7.1 through 7.6.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Brandana, supported by Councilwoman Witten. Is there any discussion?
Chairman,
Councilwoman.
I just have one question on, and I'm sure I've asked before, but it's like it comes up periodically, the county drains, right? So people pay assessments for county drains, and I guess one of my questions is, what is their liability in actually maintaining them? Because it's very frustrating, like along Eureka Road, there was one that I had to contact repeatedly because it was dangerous. It was actually like you could not see pulling out off onto Eureka Road, and there was, I think after I reported it, there was actually an accident the next day. I know in my neighborhood, there was one I called on for 2 years of them maintaining the drain. So we pay this. What's their liability in maintaining it? And what do we do as a city to ensure that it gets done?
So through the chair, I do make regular phone calls. I've expressed my opinion on that matter many times. The one positive thing, especially from that area that I know you're talking about, we do seem to be gaining ground on permitting. So those drains will be encapsulated, hopefully, hopefully, magic word, be starting hopefully in the next couple months if we get the permitting. So, but
It's
drains are a major problem in the city of Taylor and Wayne County.
Yeah, just a little history. The drain commissioner under the original Wayne County Charter was an elected position. And at some point in time, the executive branch put a item before the people, and that was taken away as being an elected position, much like the County Road Commission. So both of those, if you had an issue, there was one person to go to. and separate from the county commission or the executive. Both those were rolled up underneath the executive, so you don't have that single source person to go to.
Yeah, it's just frustrating when you see, you know, sending this money and assessing it, and then, like I said, I had to call numerous times, did the wing, whatever their app is, to send it in the county executive's office, and they did finally cut it back a little bit where it wasn't a danger, but, I anticipate that, I'm glad that I know it will get, hopefully, eventually fixed there on Eureka Road. And there was tires in there and garbage, it was not just a danger, but they were also just filled with
Well, that
stuff.
stretch is very bad, sorry, through the chair, that stretch is very bad, because of all that debris in these drains is leading to the flooding, and that's one of the complaints. The DCC, the Downriver Community Conference I was a part of, they had somebody from the national NOAA, I can't remember what that stands for. Doug, do you remember what that stands for? Anyway, yeah, something, and so it was kind of nice, and they were talking, so I got to get into the ear of, I was a lieutenant colonel, actually, it was a military position, and, it's a huge problem here in southeast Michigan, especially in Wayne County, and, hopefully it continues, but I think at this point, we really need federal money to address the problem because it is that bad.
Yeah.
All the drains are just, they have not been maintained. It's just gotten really, really bad, and I think that's leading to a lot of the flooding, especially like in Dearborn Heights.
Right.
Well, it catch-22, because I've seen some reports where they have gone in. So the people that have lived along these, I think it was in Dearborn Heights, it was one of the communities, and they went in and just clear-cut everything back like 20 feet. And so the residents, that were used to having
Wildlife.
some of the trees that were blocking views, when they do go in, they're going to take everything out for not just a little bit. They're going to clear it out because they may not be back in 10 or 20.
Through the chair, they need that room to get the equipment in there as
Yep.
well, so, that's part of it.
Okay.
Councilwoman
Chairman, I just
Daniels, and
wanted
then
to-
Councilman Johnson.
I just wanted to clarify, because I thought you said 7.1 to 7.6. Is it 7.9?
Uh,
Mr. Chairman, it is 7.9.
oh, what's wrong on this?
Yeah, you did say something.
That's what I get.
Oh. Oh, okay, my cheat sheet got cheated. So you are absolutely correct. It is 7.1 through 7.9. Somehow that got cut off on the sheet. So you are correct. So Councilwoman Brandan and Councilwoman Whitten, I think you're
No, I think-
acceptable to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any further discussion?
Chairman.
Councilman Johnson and then Councilwoman Brandan?
Through the administration, do we know, I think there's a limit on what the county will put into a drain, like $500 a mile.
Through the chair, I know it's like a footage, so much money per,
Do the listeners have to know?
okay, yeah, he doesn't know offhand, but I know there's so much money per, like, 100 feet or something like that. I can't remember it offhand, Councilman Johnson, but I can definitely get you
No,
that.
Something ridiculously low.
It is very low, but I've even offered to maybe kind of do some of the work, but I've been told no.